Hey everybody, here it is week 3 and I'm just checking in on a beautiful Saturday afternoon. I'm still trying to figure out what the content of this channel is going to be all about, but first of all I just want to say hopefully everybody's having a beautiful Saturday. I have my work in the yard here going on here and just trying to get some more sun before we know what's coming next. So again, like I said earlier, I'm still struggling. I don't know what this channel is going to be about, but I just want to speak to you today from my heart. I know I want it to be about a strong, faith-filled community that brings like-minded people together and serves. That's what I'm trying to do here. I'm not quite sure how to roll that out yet and how this is going to evolve, but there's a calling in my life right now. I feel God nudging me down this direction. I've tried a lot of other side gigs and they were okay, but not fulfilling at all. And that's where I am at this point in my life, is I want to have a purpose. I want to help others. So this community, I want it to be filled with love. I want it to be serving. I want it to be full of laughter. I love a hard out loud laugh, so feel free to share that. I want it to, again, pay it forward. I want it to be a blessing to somebody. I know there's a lot of loneliness in this world these days, and you wouldn't think there is with the way that we could connect like this, but I know there is. So I just want to touch lives here. Again, what I'm saying today might not still be accurate next week, but let's just kind of grow together. And so what I thought I would do today is just recap a little bit about how this journey started and maybe just reveal a little bit more about myself. So, and amongst all this stuff, I want this to be authentic. We can laugh, we can share tears, but no fake stuff. I'm 59, I'm done with stuff like that. I want it to be real. So this started off with my journey after 1 year of total knee replacement. My doctor actually encouraged me to do it because I had such a great experience, and if you haven't listened to week 1, go back 2 weeks and it will dive in a little bit more deeper into my journey and the ups and downs with it. And then last week I kind of just did a short follow-up where I actually showed my scar and just talked about some of my favorite things. But what I thought I would do today is just expand a little bit more on me and the personal side of me. I'm 59 and a half years old. All my friends are turning 68, and mine's coming up here over Thanksgiving. Empty nesting. I am married. I have 4 beautiful children, 2-step. I have a beautiful, beautiful granddaughter who's just going to turn 1. 3 of our 4 kids are off flying. They have great careers, and I have 1 more still left in college, and they're wonderful children. We are a blended family. I remarried after 18 years of marriage to my first husband. So here's where some real comes out. I was divorced after 18 years of marriage, and it really caught me off guard. I did not see it coming. So that was probably the first real hard struggle in my life. I've been very blessed. I've grown up with Midwest parents who loved God, and we lived on a farm, and I knew all the pure things, and lots of family. Family is very, very important to me. I had a good life. I have a good life. I have a great life. I'd never really ever dealt with death. Never really seen a whole lot of divorce. Had great, awesome grandparents who have left a legacy on both sides of our family. And then I had, the boys were probably 2 and 5 when my marriage basically just dissolved overnight. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, the last 3 months I could see things happening, but I had no idea it was coming to this. And took me to a park on a Saturday afternoon and asked for a divorce and said it was nothing more than a business transaction. So that was that one comatose me for several years, and I ended up being a single mom for, actually I pretty much have been a single mom. I've supported my boys on my own, and I was never going to get remarried. I have a good career. I have an engineering career. even though I'm kind of burnt on it. I shouldn't say that. I like my job. There's something else right now, and I haven't quite figured it out. So that's part of this journey, is I'm hoping you guys help me figure it out, and I can help you along the way. Anyway, met a wonderful man. We dated for 10 years. He was, I think, 10 years off of divorce too. 2 beautiful children, and we came together, and after dating for, I want to say 11 or 12 years, we got remarried. Our children got along so well, and they still do to this day. They're part of the reason that we probably stayed together. They're just beautiful, beautiful souls. And Scott is my new husband, and we've been together, we've been married 14 years now, and then, like I said, dated 11 or 10, something like that. So we've been together over 20 years. And he's a great guy, and you give this guy a hammer and a roll of duct tape, and he can build a city. I guess I'm out there promoting a little bit. If anybody needs a contractor, he's your guy. He's awesome. There's certain things he doesn't do now. He will not do roofs no more, just because of age and bending over, but he's a great guy. So that's a little bit about my family, my immediate family, and then I have amazing sister. I have amazing aunts and uncles. My mom, my dad has passed away. He passed away very early of dementia at age 64. And that was a very hard journey for my sister and I. We saw things that I don't ever want anybody else to go through. We learned a lot. We learned a lot about Social Security and Medicare, Plan A, Plan B, representative payee for any of you out there that have never heard of that. That's what you need to be on your parents' Social Security website, I guess I would say, or account, in case something would ever happen to them and they become incoherent. You would be the next of kin to speak for them. So make sure you guys have that set up. And we found out the hard way with my father. I need to still get it set up for my mom. Anyway, my mom is amazing. She lives on a farm where she's lived all of her life. Aunts and uncles nearby. She lost her husband a couple years ago. It's about 5-6 years ago now to cancer, so we've been through that. We've lost a loved one early on in life. I have not okayed it with the family members, so I'm not going to speak too much to that, but we lost a very young man in our life at a very young age, and that was hard. That was hard. Probably where my faith grew even more, because we had nowhere else to turn, thank goodness, and God was there. And He heals, and He brought us through it. You know, fast forward 2011, 15 years later, it's never the same, and He's missed every day, and it was a tragic death, so it was made an impact on all of our lives. Our children saw death way too early of age. Let's see, my career has evolved. I think I've been with 3 or 4 different companies, and they've all, the moves have been because of companies going overseas, or COVID hitting and government contracts ceasing. So, is that a word? Ending is what I'm trying to say. Didn't sound quite right. And that's been a real good journey. But again, like I said, I just feel like there's something else now. I'm not thinking about retirement yet, but I know it's coming near. So this is funny how God works. He starts the wheels spinning and nudges and whispers in different directions. Anyway, through all that, right after COVID hit, I did have an experience that it's a long journey. And maybe what I'll do is, if you guys if you'd like to hear about it, I got E. coli in my spine. It's still to this day kind of, we don't know what caused it. And I'm lucky to be here. I'm lucky to be alive. There's miracles scattered throughout that entire six months to a year story. And to this day, I mean, even all the medical professionals really say we'll probably never know how you got it. Anyway, that could be another video. If you guys want to know about that, I will definitely get some of my dates together in my head. And part of it was a blur, so I don't remember all of it in chronological order, but God's good, and I'm here to say I'm lucky to be alive, and I'm lucky to be working out again every day. And I could have died. I could have been basically in a wheelchair for the rest of my life, but God's hands was all over it, and He made me slow down and be still. So again, I learned a lot during that period. And so then here I am now. Beautiful Saturday in the Midwest, and still trying to figure this out. So subscribe, hit below. I'm getting used to how to say all this stuff. Just like it. Comment, you guys. What do you guys want to talk about? Where do you see the need? And have a great day. Bye-bye.